Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to go ahead and plan out my monthly budget for July, but first I kind of want to explain a little bit about how Jeremiah and I budget per se right now, and how it's going to probably look a little different than when you see like other planners do budgeting videos. It's really complicated right now because we don't live together at this point. We are still renovating our house. We are engaged to be married in November. So we don't put all of our money together yet. I work a part-time job and he works a full-time job for the county that we live in. So that it just looks a little different. I do a paycheck budget, so you're not going to see like a full monthly budget here. I will do each paycheck of the month. And basically everything that you're going to see here it's all of our bills. So it's our house payment, power bill. We do have our car insurance and home insurance and all that together, for my vehicle and for his. And then we have like our cell phone bill, all that is together already. So a lot of our bills are together. That's why I do a budget for him, because, you know, everything is together already bill wise. So before you say like, you know, you're overly involved in his finances or whatever, just know that it's just what works for us. It may not work for you, but with where we're at and where we've been and the things that we've been through in our relationship in the last 4 years or a little over 4 years, this is just what we found works for us, is for me to keep up with it, because he is not he's not the kind of person who's going to look at his bank account every day or check and make sure that bills are getting paid like they should be, like drafting out, or he doesn't like to keep up with that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm going to be doing it for us when we get married, and I do it for him now. So everything you see here will be for what comes out of his account. Now, like I said, I work a part-time job, so I do get a paycheck as well. Right now, since it's summertime, I'm working technically full-time. I work at a flower shop. We aren't open 40 hours a week. We're only open for 36, maybe 35, I think is actually what it is. We're open for 35 hours. So I'm there for the whole 35 hours. So I say I'm full-time, but I'm not technically full-time right now. But regardless, for mine, I don't do a budget like this. My paycheck, we are putting completely towards, I pay for like my gas for my car. And then like if I want to go out to eat for lunch or go out with friends or something, of course I take that out of mine. But then the rest of my paycheck is going to pay off our debts. So any credit card debts, anything like that we have to pay off right now, we put the rest of my entire paycheck to debts, and then we use his money for like our spending money together. So like date nights and all that kind of stuff comes out of his check, as well as all of our bills. So just to kind of give a little overview, because I've never done a budget video before. Again, I don't know really what I'm doing here. It's going to look a lot different, I think, than what you're used to seeing. So just kind of bear with me through it. This will be the first time that I've done this kind of video. June was actually the first month that I sat down and put a budget, like a legit paper budget in my planner for the month. So this is really new to me, but I thought I would share the journey with you guys and just kind of see, what happens. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and just fold this over, and I'm going to take this little guy off. Throw him over there. Let's take this out. That was just me helping get my ideas together. And then I want to show you what I'm using. So just like for my dashboard setup that you've already seen at this point, and for my monthly view setup, let me kind of zoom you guys out a little bit. That might be a little better. I don't know. I'm using this Fern Creek stickers kit. So I have the washi, which is mostly what I'll be using here today. And then also leftover from my like monthly plan with me, I have these little stickers. So excuse me, I'll use that at the top. So you'll see in just a second, but that is kind of how we're going to set this up. I also have a draft budget over to the side where you guys can't see it. I'm not going to be doing a full-on like listing all of our numbers. The majority of it will be here. The only thing I'm not going to be listing is his income. And then I'm not going to list like our house payment or I think that's it. I think house payment and his income is the only two things that you're not going to see the real number for. So we're just going to leave those blank. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by laying down a strip of this washi at the top. So this one's a darker blue color. I think it'll pair really nicely with oh, it doesn't go all the way to the dots. Did I not put it right on top of the dots here? It's close, but it's not right on top of it, so let's start over. But I think it'll pair really well with the little other sticker that I'm gonna put on top of it to write July budget on. That's a little better. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm gonna use this little yellow sticker. Or maybe I could use the orange because it has the orange flowers, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna stick this kind of sort of centered to the best of my ability, I guess. And that's where I'm gonna write in July budget. All right, so we've got that down. Now, I think I played around with this a lot last night. And I think it is completely starting to thunder outside. Wow, that caught me off guard. I didn't even know it was supposed to storm today. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna start by drawing a line. So I need to find my ruler. And let's see, I'm trying to count off camera, so give me just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I need 8 lines. So I'm gonna start, is that pretty centered? So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna draw a line and I'm just gonna go all the way up to that. And then I'm gonna put in a thin washi. So let's use this little orangish colored one. This is how I'm gonna separate each paycheck from the other. And it doesn't completely fill up the space, which is fine. I don't care, but I'm just gonna get it perfectly laid down. Okay, so paycheck 1 will go here, and then I'm gonna do the same thing for paycheck 2. And I think for paycheck 2 we needed 8 as well. I think it's all 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How terrible is it gonna be if I'm wrong? Isn't that scary to think about? I lay all this down and then I'm wrong on what I needed. I needed like 9 lines. It's gonna be okay though. This is the first time, so I'm not trying to hold myself super accountable for how this looks when I'm done, I guess. I'm just trying to get it down there. I think it'll be a lot better for me to kind of keep up with if I make it cute and make it in my planner, because I spend so much time looking at my planner, so that's why I'm doing it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I had to just double check that that was right. And then I am gonna just go ahead and put another washi strip down at the bottom. I don't have anything to put on that last line right now. I may total up something like how much we were able to put in savings or something like that for the month, or whatever, I don't know. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave that bottom line blank. Okay, so we've got the guts done here. Now, within each one, I'm gonna write, let's see, we're gonna start with income on this first line right here, or on like the second line, I guess. So let's do this. Let's write income. And then underneath that will be bills. And then I'm just gonna list out what bills it will be. So let me go back to my other sheet because that's where those are. All right, so for this one, we're gonna have AT&T, and then we'll have our house payment. So that'll be the 2 bills that come out of the first thing. Okay, so we got that in, and then I'm gonna draw in a little shorter line. I'm just gonna draw it from here to here. Should I draw it longer than that? Probably. Let's do that for now. I did not get back on top of that, but it's okay. So then we're gonna have where we can write in our estimated, our actual, and then whatever the difference is. And I honestly, I never thought to do this before, and then I saw Sarah Marie when she like created her stickers and stuff. She has a column for each of those, so I don't know. I just thought I would add that in there. Okay, so let's put, I am going to put a line between income and bills. Again, bear with me because I'm just trying to kind of figure out what is going to look the best for me and what I like. So this may change from month to month, but for this month, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, and I'm just going to leave it like that, and I can write in that general area under each one. Perfect. So that is not straight, and it's really bothering me. But okay, so we got that there. Okay, sorry guys. So I got a phone call, and I'm still filming on my iPhone, so I had to stop. But so like I was saying, I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna start at the same spot where I put bills, and I'm gonna first continue this line out just so that it'll hopefully all line up the best that I can make it. That's kind of my end goal here. So I'm gonna come down here, and I'm gonna write other expenses. So this will be things that are not bills. And for that we have groceries, his gas, and then I'm gonna write dip. He does chew tobacco. That's what I mean by dip. He chews tobacco. So that is that. And then I'm gonna put UB for unbudgeted, for anything that may be extra, since I am kind of new at doing this. I don't know exactly what we may encounter throughout the week that I didn't put a line item for, so I'm just gonna do it like that for now. And then I'm gonna come down to there. I am gonna go ahead and draw in a line down here on this one as well. I need to continue that line down. Note to self for the next video. Okay, so that's there. And then I'm just gonna go right up here again and write E, A, and then plus or minus, so the difference. All right, so let me fix this line, and then I think we'll be kind of getting done with this first one. Okay. Oops, I did not mean to draw that all the way to the end. Dang it. Okay, let me find, I have a correcting pen. Now, last time I tried to use this, I did not do a good job. So let me see if I can use it the right way this time. Nope, okay, nothing happened. So it says you have to shake it and then you have to squeeze it. Y'all, I've never done this before. Well, I have. I did it wrong the first time. I always use just regular like paint on whiteout or like tape whiteout. Why is nothing coming out? I don't want to like put too much. Do I need to study how to do this first? Wait, there we go. Okay. That looks okay, I guess. Better than my first try for sure. All right, so I have to let that dry. But okay, so then on the bottom over here, I'm gonna write total expenses, and then I'm gonna write total left. So that to me means, you know, total, what is the total left after we were, like, after everything is said and done. And of course I'll have an estimated actual and then what the difference was. So then over here will be our total expenses. And that totally went into that line, but that's okay. It's really not. It's going to bug me, but I'm going to try and let it be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and fill some of these in. Again, I'm not going to film in income on camera, just for, you know, whatever. And then let's see. So AT&T, I'm estimating will be around $250. House, I'm not gonna do. Groceries, he usually spends around $100 for his groceries for every 2 weeks. Gas, will do $70. His dip will do $40, and then $0 for unbudgeted because I'm not budgeting anything for that. And so then I'll fill in total left, total expenses, income, and house on my own. So that's it for that one. Let's start the next one. This is very nerve-wracking to do. Okay, so since I kind of know what it's going to look like this time, I'm going to try to set all the lines up a little better to begin with, and then hopefully that'll make it run a little smoother. Okay, so we need that line, and then I'm going to put a line about right here. I'm actually going to give myself a little more room than I did. Is that even straight? That looks decent. And same thing over here. Trying to give myself plenty of room so that I don't make that mistake again where it kind of comes out into the estimated line. All right, so this one has a lot more bills, but it should be okay. And let's see, let's go ahead and draw in our income line. All right, so now we got that all set up. All right, so let's see, we'll put same thing, income. And I'm not going to write that in. And then we'll put bills. And then let's see. So for this one, we've got the power bill where Jeremiah still lives at his parents. He pays, or at his dad's, he pays half. And then we'll have the power bill at our house. We'll have Netflix. And then State Farm. Okay, so that is those, and let's go ahead and put in estimated up here, actual, and then plus minus. So estimated for the power will be $150, and then for our power will just be $30. Usually it's about $25. We're not actually, you know, nobody's living there. And everything's open. We don't have any kind of like HVAC system. We don't have any wiring done inside the house other than a couple lights that were there like prior to us getting the house. So we've pretty much tore everything out at this point and just use a couple lights so it doesn't pull that much power. And we're also not there constantly. So we do pretty well with that one. Netflix is always $13.90. And then State Farm, I'm going to guess around $250. It was one time it was $252, and then this month in June it was like $240 something, I think. So I never really know what that one's going to be. And then we'll come over here and do other expenses. And again, that will just be same thing as what's up there. So groceries, gas, dip, and unbudgeted. And then up here we'll put E, A, and plus minus. And then the same thing, $100, 70. And I know y'all probably are thinking I'm crazy for setting this up so far ahead, but we've been doing this by paycheck, like just on sticky notes or on a separate sheet of paper for like 2 years now, maybe. Probably going 1.5 to 2 years since he started this job. And so I am pretty good at knowing, like, I know about exactly what he will spend every single pay period. So that's why I'm not afraid to go ahead and write in like groceries 100 versus waiting until after this week and seeing if I need to adjust. I don't feel the need to do that. Now, my biggest thing right now is if we move into the house in July, obviously this first paycheck probably won't get changed, and probably not the second, but the third one may be a little different. He may not have like his power bill. We may have like a bigger house payment than what we have right now because it'll switch to a mortgage instead of a construction loan. So I don't know, things may change a little bit, but for now, this is what we got. Okay, and so then here we'll have total, what was I putting here? Total expenses. And I'm gonna try and write a little smaller so that it all fits right like that. You know, I guess I could have continued the line down. Oh well. And then we'll put total left. Okay, and that's it for that one. Now the last one I'm gonna do off camera because it's literally the same thing as this. We have AT&T in the house payment, and then those things, so it's gonna look exactly the same. So I'm gonna hop off camera really quick, finish filling this bottom one in, and then we'll come back together. Okay guys, so I finished filling this in, did the whole thing, and then realized that I made a little boo-boo. I started writing other expenses right here, groceries, gas, it was all a line up, and then I had an empty line. So after I realized my mistake, I tried to use the whiteout pen again. I really like it, and I'm probably just doing it wrong. So if y'all can kind of help me, give some tips maybe on how to use a whiteout pen, it would be great because I want to be able to use it. I like the idea of it being to just be able to go right where you want it, but I'm not the best at it, I don't think. And then I went back and put whiteout over that and drew the line down a little further. And then I guess I wrote on it a little too quickly because it didn't come out exactly right. But whatever, you know, you live and you learn. So hopefully after this month I'll have a good grasp on whether or not this will work for me. Because I didn't set it up exactly like this in my June planner. I would show you, but I went ahead and wrote everything in, of course, since I didn't do it on camera. So I set it up a little different. We also only had 2 paychecks in June and not 3. So August will look different because I won't have this down here at all. And I'll be able to kind of spread this out a little more, like do 1 paycheck and 2 paychecks. So, you know, whatever. It worked. So now let's talk about what I'm going to do with this page. This one. I'm not going to use it as a YouTube tracker because I did that this month for June, and it just hasn't really, it's not something I've kept up with. It's not something I needed, so I'm not going to put that there. But I am going to create a transactions page. It's going to be really simple because I need a place to track. Since I don't have a lot of line items for like spending money, like when we got to eat or like haircuts or anything like that, I just kind of lumping that all together as unbudgeted until I get a good grasp on how to actually do that. So this one, I'm just going to create a transaction page. So I'm going to use, this one, I think. You know what? No. Just in case I need 2 that match like these, I'm just going to use this other brown one. This is not brown. This other darker navy blue color. Just like with what I did with the other one. And I'm just going to put this down at the top again. Same as the last, and I'm going to use my other little sticker here to put right in the middle. And I'm just going to write transactions. So then basically how I'm going to set this page up is going to be really simple. I'm going to do 2 columns, or 2 like bigger columns, and then within each one I'm going to do date, place, and the amount spent, and that'll be basically it. So let's set up that. Is that about center maybe? That's kind of close. All right, so we're gonna put that there, and I can hear that my family's here now, so I'm gonna speed this up a little. So we're gonna put that, and then I'm gonna draw a line straight across here. That is not straight. Oh, needs to go over, but it's fine. And then I'm just gonna write date, place, and then amount. And same thing over here. We've got date, place, and amount. I can hear my nephew in there yelling. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it upside down and try and draw in these lines. Hopefully that'll go a little better. And then we'll put place. You can definitely tell I drew that line crooked now that I'm drawing these in a little bit straighter, hopefully. All right, I'm gonna turn it back to do this one. So I gotta get close to the coil if I did it the other way. He's about to come in here. I can hear him running this way. Okay, so that's that. That's all I'm gonna set up for that one right now. And I'll just fill in the transactions as we go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have Fern, that's not where I meant to go, right here. I will have Fern Creek stickers Etsy shop link down below, as well as the new planner link. I'll also have my Instagram link down below, so you guys can check me out over there. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button so you can stick around and watch this whole month unfold. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.